Hi, I'm CJ Altenberg with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. So we've got a really nice used show cattle trailer sitting behind me. This is a 2022 Elite. It's 25 foot on the floor. It's 8 foot wide. This one's got a front tack room, side ramp, moving gate. We'll walk you through, show you all these cool options. But if you're in the market for a used show trailer, these guys don't come around very often. They don't last. So definitely give us a call on it. So it is an Elite. It is a used trailer. It's all aluminum construction. When we bring our used trailers in, I'll give you a little rundown. So in this instance here, with it just being a trailer with a front tack room, it's just going to go through our chassis shop. If it was a living quarters, it would go over to the household side as well. But when we bring a trailer like this in, we have a reconditioning program we put them through. We have a technician go completely through the trailer, give us a repair list on anything that might need to be done to the trailer. We also realign every one of these trailers that comes in. It is used, you know, whether it's bad roads, potholes, none of us want to catch a curb or anything like that. It does have the opportunity to knock a trailer out of alignment. It's no different than passenger vehicles. That's going to cause bad tire wear, blowouts, other issues. So what we'll do is we'll take a snapshot when we put it on the machine, and then after any adjustments are made. So for example, we'll keep that on file. That way we can say, hey, here's how it showed up, and here's after our adjustment. We want that trailer running true and straight down the road. So we've got the opportunity to do that here. It's all laser driven. I think we're about the only place out there in the country that can do it, but we've got the ability to go ahead and get these trailers realigned for you. So let's walk through it. I'll show you the options on it. Again, with it being Elite, all aluminum construction, very well constructed trailer. Elite does a good job on their trailers. Underneath the gooseneck, first thing you're going to notice is the jack. This one here is going to have a manual crank jack on it. Through our parts and service department, if you wanted to add a electric over hydraulic, we do have that system available. It also has a manual override. What we'll have to do is we can remove the manual crank, install the new one. You'll need a battery and possibly a battery box. So if you wanted to just place the battery up inside the nose, really easy to run the wiring up and actually locate that battery in there. If you want an aluminum battery box underneath here, we're gonna have to add a little bit of bracing to this, you know, to actually back it and then attach it to the top as well. So there will be a little bit extra as far as that's concerned, but if you're looking for a real simple system with the battery up in the nose, a lot simpler process there, but you could replace that. With this trailer being 8 foot wide, we don't have to worry about relocating that spare. Because the trailer's wider, those electric over hydraulic systems with those jacks have a larger footprint than the manual. So again, if you want to go that route, you can definitely do that. This one here is black skin on this one, so it's got the black sheet. On the front here, it's got the polished stainless nose. A couple marker lights up in the nose there. Over here on the passenger side, and you can see it by the pictures of the roof online, but there are a couple little hail dings on the side of this trailer. You just kind of have to get it at the right angle and the right lighting, but you'll see it kind of here on this tack door and then on the side ramp. Again, a little bit difficult to see just based on, you know, again, the right angle, you'll be able to see a little bit there. But on the roof, because these are all aluminum sheeted roofs, you will notice it does have some hail dings up on the actual roof itself. Now, coming in this front tack room, this is a 5 foot front tack, so not just your 4-footer, which is really nice from the standpoint of, you know, if you're bringing upright show box, blower carts, fan carts, a little bit extra space makes a big deal, especially for the door. That's a little bit wider door than what would be standard on a standard 4 foot wide front tack room. But again, a lot of floor space in here. Up here on the gooseneck deck, you have the fold down gate. So when you're throwing items up here, we don't have to worry about them shifting and sliding off the back. I mean, I can see on the carpet here we've cleaned up, but more than likely that's where their fans were sitting. I can kind of see the circular motion on the actual carpet right there. Again, as those fans would potentially slide on this carpet, That's where this gate comes into play, keeping everything up in this gooseneck area itself. So you're going to notice a tray over here to the left, over on driver's side, over by this window. This is where storage is going to be for our plexiglass. I'll show you that on the outside of the trailer when we get to that. But that is a good place to keep it organized. It's not just thrown up here on the deck. For example, you throw a fan up here, has the potential to break it, and a whole mess. Having somewhere over it to actually live and it'll be a little bit more organized is definitely a nice feature, and definitely utilize this in my opinion. So you have carpet on the deck itself, and then on the drop wall here, you're also going to have a fold-up cleat. So if you want to hop up into that actual area, you can fold that guy down. When you're not utilizing it, you can flip it up that easy. Rubber on the floor here to protect everything there. And then there's a set of hooks over here on this partition wall. So this is a great place for hanging extension cords, hoses, those type of items there. We could go in and add more if you'd like, but they're probably going to be a Cimarron brand of hooks, just because we are a Cimarron dealer and we have those kind of readily available to us. But as you can see, you got some storage here, a couple lights in here as well. So definitely nice front tack room set up on this guy here. Instead of it being the standard 24 footer, the 25 foot, which is this, that extra foot got added here and not into the actual stall area. Fold up step on a gas shock so you can get that up and out of the way, making that step into that tack room really nice and easy. So as we can see, we have a side ramp here going in, and then a gate over the opening. I'm going to get it open and out of the way for us. So what's nice about these gates is if you're tying out of this, you're showing off the trailer, you've got the ability to go ahead and drop your side ramp with that open. You can turn a calf loose in there if you want. You know, don't have to worry about them hopping out. If you're traveling with a calf loose in there, same thing. You don't have to drop that ramp and worry about that calf trying to get out. That gate goes over that opening, goes up to the top. Not enough there to get a calf's head out, get stuck there, so definitely nice there. Side ramp as we're walking in with these calves. They've got rods that go across on the rubber mat, give you a little bit of traction there, whether you're walking them on or off the trailer itself. And then we come into the stall area here. So again, 20-foot stall area, 25 on the floor, 5-foot front tack. But with that, you're going to get the traveling gate. So they've got a moving gate here on these. As you can see, you have the upper rail, lower rail, and then your pin that goes in. So this guy here will slide. These spacings are every 12 inches, so you have a lot of flexibility on where you can actually place this gate. These are awesome from the standpoint of, you know, we're used to them on our Cimarrons as well. Having the ability to move the gate in positions and create different stall sizes makes a big difference. You know, instead of us wasting a large stall area for maybe you're hauling a bull, maybe you've got a younger heifer, maybe you got a bred, you know, you want to keep them separate, even a pair, something like that. We can actually put them in, move this gate, and then possibly put more behind it or ahead of it. Again, just not wasting large stall areas by having a fixed gate. Having the flexibility to create your stall sizes makes a big difference there. This one's going to have the bigger swing gate, the 48-inch wide. You're going to notice too, no threshold. So there's no bar at the bottom for calves to have to step over. And then when this gate does move and we get beyond the wheel wells, you're going to notice these guys here, these are kind of a flip over area that goes ahead and locks into place. So again, if we get ahead of it into that opening of ahead of the actual wheel well itself, instead of having that opening there, you can flip those guys over and out of the way. But what's nice is this gate does swing both directions. So this is really nice from the standpoint of being able to walk calves on and off. This is the same thing we do with our Cimarrons as far as hinging over here towards the driver's side. You know, we're used to our fixed gates on stock trailers being hung on passenger side and swinging that way. Well, we're used to more traditional rear loads. On these type of show cattle trailers with the side ramp, we want the ability, we're gonna be going on and off the side more, so it just made sense to us to flip the actual hinges over to the driver's side. It's just a lot easier maneuvering a calf around this gate rather than it swinging the other way. But definitely cool. It goes about 2 foot off the back, so you have a lot of flexibility on this gate here on where you can actually place it. Now, it'll go up to the point of just behind the escape door over here on the driver's side, but if we look on passenger side, that's where you're going to notice it goes right up to the actual side ramp. So you've got a locking position right here. 2-way roof vents. You get a couple of these up front, a couple towards the back. You can create a little bit of airflow through here by having them. Definitely nice to be able to manipulate some airflow. Kick mat on the partition wall. That's awesome because now we don't have a calf just rubbing against this aluminum. They're actually going to keep off of that with that mat there. And then with the actual rail, you'll probably utilize that as your actual tie rail itself. Because it's off of the post, you can run a lead rope behind it. You know, in this instance here where we have the plexiglass in and you can't get to a post, that's definitely nice there. Just extended past it, you're gonna have, you know, a tie rail there. And then we'll show you when we get to the escape door, but there's actually gonna be a tie rail on that as well. All right, so we'll work our way out. They've got a load light here, kind of splitting the actual stall area. And that front tack room, that is a 16-inch awning light. That way you have light coverage right here at these openings. They do a good job on their springs, allowing that ramp to get in. It's not overly heavy. If you got some young juniors, something like that's lifting it. It's not a man killer by any means. Again, a couple little dings over here. Again, they're kind of really hard to see when you're out here on the ground. Again, you have to get at the right angle and the right lighting to see anything there. You're gonna have some LED button lights up top. They're awesome. They put out a lot of light, not a big power draw. Definitely make this trailer look sharp. Because it's black with the aluminum, you know, it ties really well into the plexiglass, in my opinion, the extrusion, and then it goes into those black wheels with some silver accent as well. These are 16-inch wheels. These are rubber torsion axles. These are 10-ply tires. So again, we always check tires as well whenever we bring in a used trailer. We want good tread. We want them to all match. We want them to be within date, and that's 5 years based on the date code. So these guys here came in really good condition. They're not out of date. They all match. So it's good and set up and ready to roll. Electric brakes on it. So again, your truck will have to have obviously an integrated brake controller or an aftermarket to operate them. And then you have some exterior tie rails, high and low. You're gonna have them ahead of the wheel wells and then behind as far as the lowers, but then the upper runs this whole section here. Now, on their plexiglass, they have 3 sections. This lower one's really nice. Get some airflow down low. You know, think about it, a calf's, you know, their chest floors are radiators, so if you can get cool air down there, it helps them stay nice and cool. So we want to get that airflow down there. There's actually a piece of aluminum that runs right here. We just unscrew these guys, and then you'll actually want to slide out that plexiglass. A tip that we always give on our trailers is, listen, we have a side ramp that's a little bit longer than that escape door on this driver's side. So all these pieces are not alike. So we know exactly how they go into this trailer right now. So I recommend a roll of masking tape and you know, get yourself a pen or a Sharpie, something that you can write them on. This will save a lot of time and hassle. I know you might go, oh man, do I have to really do this? But believe me, when you go to put them back in, you'll save yourself a lot of time and a lot of hassle, a lot of bad words being said. Take out passenger upper, tape those together and write that. Do the same, passenger You can call it middle or lower if you want, because you're gonna know based on the size. This one's definitely different. But then do the same here, do this on passenger. Then when you flip to driver's side, do the same thing. And then store them up in the front. Because when you go to put them back in, you can put all these in about 5 minutes maybe. If you don't know where these pieces go, you will spend a good half hour, if not more, trying to figure out where all these pieces go, because it is like a puzzle, but you have no idea what the picture looks like. You'll put a piece in, you think it fits, then you end up with a long piece or a short piece, and believe me, I've been there and it is not fun. So just a helpful tip there, but you can open these guys up if you want, get a lot of airflow through there by removing the plexiglass. Then as we get to the back of the trailer, we have a swing gate with the slider. Plexi back here as well. But it's nice to be able to, if you need to actually, you know, butt up against somebody in a parking lot, somewhere like that, bounce them across. Or you have the swing option as well. There's another good look at that stall area. You're gonna have a 16-inch load light at the back on the top rail as well, just like on the side we showed you. That one's kind of positioned over this actual slider gate. And they've got a nice big rubber bumper on the back of this. That's a lot of manufacturers don't pay attention to that. Just because if we are going to butt this up against another trailer, you have to think about hardware, actual rubber bumper actually bumping the other trailer, so we're not getting anything, denting anything up, bending it, anything along those lines. So that's a good piece there that they've gone and done that bigger. There's a couple different versions of that rubber bumper. On the horse trailers, it's not a big deal. A lot of manufacturers will just do the smaller one on their stock trailers, but these guys, I mean, they pay attention to it as well, and they do the larger one there. Light switches are right back here to operate. They're on individuals. And then as we work towards driver's side, same thing. Tie rail high and low, behind the wheel well, ahead of it, but then that full length. And then obviously the plexiglass like we talked about. And then on this escape door here, like I mentioned, it's got tie rail on it on the inside, high and low, so it matches that actual rail. So again, you can tie a calf up here in this front section, but this is nice. If you need to hop into this stall area, you can access it from right here. If you need to hop out. Again, I think that black sheeting with the extrusion, the plexiglass, the wheels and tires they put on this guy, it really flows well. This guy's been to the wash, so you can see how it, you know, a good wash every few years will make a big difference on these guys. I hate the term like new. It is not new. It is a used trailer, but there are lightly used trailers, and that is definitely this one. This one's a really nice trailer, really well set up. If you're looking for, you know, something show trailer, you can even throw some cows on if you need to. But I'm going to give you the stock number for reference on this one. Again, it's a 2022 Elite, 25 foot with a side ramp and moving gate. It is 5U240559. So we do take trade-ins. That's how this trailer came along. So if you're looking to upgrade, downsize, we can help you there. Financing is available and delivery is an option, so we could potentially bring this to your door. So give us a call. Anybody on the sales team can help you out. That number is 303-684-3400. Appreciate you tuning in. Have a good day.